My name's Koehl, and the question I've been getting a lot this week is, what do we do when we don't know what when our next show is? Or what are some things that we can do? What I want to do in this short little clip is give you some different routine, different little things that y'all can work on at home. And you don't need a big arena. You don't need good stopping ground. You don't need all the big stuff. I want to give you clips of things and different drills that y'all can work on until we figure out what the next show is going to be. What I would say the first thing that we need to work on is, let's go back to the basics. Some of the things that we're going to work on is transitions. We need to take our transitions and play with them and keep them sharp and crisp as we're practicing at home. So your transitions are such as our pleasure class and the shot stuff, a walk to trot, a trot to lope, a lope to a walk, your lope to a trot. All right. As y'all are working these transitions, I want y'all to think about picking a spot on the side of the fence, a post, something that will make a marker for us to that's when you're going to do that transition. Your horse is going to he's going to feed off of you. He's going to be too much, he's going to get tense, and you're going to get tense, and he's going to start hitting on the front end. So this would be a short little clip. What we're going to do is just a few little drills that are going to get you there. We may do a few more videos later on, depending on how long this stuff lasts, with different things. We might troubleshoot a few things and go that direction. It all depends on kind of what we're after and how long this is going to be. Right now, let's go back to the basics. Work your circles. You can lope a circle in the pasture. Okay? Work your rate backs. Get that smooth transition coming there. Okay, we're just working basics. So my first step, what we're going to do is I'm going to lope almost a circle all the way around, but we're going to flatten the sides of that circle. Like we're going to lope like a pentagon or an octagon, and it's going to be a lope, steer, and I want that position of that horse as you steer to go off the outside rein, because when you're showing one-handed and you pick up, he needs to go off that outside rein, not always when you're at home, not going to that direct rein and him going off that direct rein. So we're going to work a lope steer for a little bit, just to show you kind of what I'm after. So what I'm after is just walking far enough. I usually walk a little farther than normal, just to set him up for that departure. And when he lopes off, his body part's got to be in the right spot. That way, if you're doing a departure later on, you can get it a lot quicker. So as we depart off, he's in it. Okay? So when I go to my lope steer here, my outside rein, and I'm a steer, and I'm a come in. Steer my outside, fix the face, okay? I'm going to keep going. Steer. Keep that shoulder going. You can even add too, when you steer, pick your shoulder back up, okay? Pick your shoulder up, move him out. You can move him in. You can move him out if you want, okay? That's another little thing to add too. So our steering drill is pick up here, go off that outside rein, keep him loping here. I want him to keep thinking for himself. Okay, if I'm here, if I want to change it up, you can play with that turn just like you're circling the cow or something like that. Keep him going. Okay, well, work your stop, and if not, you can play in the pasture. You can play with that too. You can play with a stop back up, but be careful if you got sliders on that you don't pull your back shoes off in that grass. Okay, another little drill that we can do is a setup for a spin. So if I'm spinning, one of the things that will clean up your spins is get them forward, because we fight that cow turn where they suck back and come through themselves, and it messes our spin a little bit. So we got to get them thinking forward. So when I'm thinking spin here, I'm going to walk me a circle or trot me a circle, the diameter from the nose to the tail. Okay, that's going to be my circle. As we start this circle, I'll start trotting. Okay, once I'm trotting this circle here, I want his nose slightly to the inside. Now, I do not want his nose here all the way, because his shoulder is going to do what it just did. It's going to go out. Okay, I want his hip slightly in. I want to see the top of his eye in this circle. As we do this, my next step is, okay, what is his front feet doing? I want that same beat on his front feet all the way around this circle. Okay? As we get him forward and I can get the same beat all the way, then I'm going to start my spin. But right now, all I want is I'm going to speed him up in his trot. Okay, see how he started hunting that spin already? He's here. I'm getting it. He's wanting to hunt that spin. He's wanting to go to it. Whoa. And then I'm going to stop. I'm not even going to spin him. Just it's going to set him up for that spin. Okay? Or you can do that same thing the other way. Another drill as far as rundowns go, you can do in the hayfield. Add speed going down the hayfield or a big open field. Then bring him back down to a trot, turn around and come back and build that approach to the stop, and that will help you on your stops later on when you do have good ground and you can actually get something done on your stops. Every one of y'all, or 90% of y'all, have show horses that been in the pen that know how to stop. So don't worry about the stop. What you have to do is set them up perfect and set them up in a position that you can have success for that stop. You get used to running fast. You know, do some big circles. You know, lope some big circles at home and out in the field and get used to some speed if you want to do it that. Later on, what we'll do is add to that and actually do the spin and actually do the stops. But if you're setting everything up for your spin, you're setting everything up for your circles, and you're able to move shoulders, get control of your hips, then when it comes time to show, you're there. So this will be the first segment that we'll end on. So we'll go from there. Thanks.